this is Kacy Paide of theinspiredoffice.com, and Happy New Year! Today I'm going to do this fireside chat style just to shake things up a bit, and I know that many of you who are watching have just resolved to get organized in 2012. And if you've landed on this video, you're probably resolving to organize your office in 2012. Today, I want to give you 5 ways to organize your office in the new year to ensure that a year from now you're not making the same resolution. So many of you resolve to get organized over and over and over again. It's right up there with losing weight. So many publications and studies every year put out there that people resolve to get in shape and get organized. I can help you with the get organized part. So, if you've been following me for a while, you know that I throw out a lot of tips. I give tip after tip after tip on how to get organized. I know it can be overwhelming. So in the new year, I want you to focus on just 5 ways to organize your office. I'm going to run down those 5 with you right here. So step 1 is list out 10 things you'll do once you are organized. Please do this step before touching a single sheet of paper. So many of my clients say this is such an important way to motivate themselves. So if you are anything like the folks I work with every week, you're going to put down things like get a life, delegate more, hire an assistant, go on vacation, write more. It is so important to understand your motivation behind getting organized. Otherwise, it's going to be so much harder to sort through that 100th receipt. So, step 2 is do the mega purge. This is a tip that I don't really throw out a lot because I know it can be overwhelming to just sit down and throw everything away. And that's not what I'm asking you to do. But there is no way any system you create is going to stick if 80% of the things in your office are trash and shouldn't be there in the first place. So do what you have to do. Hire your child, set a timer. Make it a goal to fill a certain number of bags in 1 hour or 1 weekend, but there is no way around purging what is unnecessary from your office. Step 3 is mirror last year's files to represent 2012. So I'm just going to give you a little example. This is my business insurance 2012 folder. Last year, of course, I had business insurance 2011. See the date right there? 2012. It is so important that going forward this year, all of your date-sensitive folders actually have the date right on there. If you have folders from 2011, go ahead and just make mirror image folders like them for 2012. And if you didn't, don't worry, but going forward, please date your folders whenever necessary. That ensures that 5 years from now, you're not going to have 5 or 6 years worth of papers in that one folder. So step 4 is one of my favorites. It's simple. It's group like with like. Every time I give a talk, I always tell people if you learn nothing else, please leave here remembering to group like with like. This should be a mindless, simple task. It can be as easy as going through your office and just bundling all of your paid bills in one pile on the floor. It can be bundling all of your medical reports and medical receipts and bills in one pile on the floor. It can be as simple as gathering all of your tax documents from last year, or maybe gathering all of your tax documents, period, in one drawer or one corner of the floor. And sometimes it's just as simple as bundling all of your office supplies. When you have office supplies on a desk, on the floor, in drawers, in the closet, it can be so helpful just to see them all in one spot, in one box, and then you'll know how to plan going forward. A lot of you watching, I know, have home offices. You work for yourself, and usually in other parts of the home you can find documents and papers relating to your business. A good like with like exercise is to just walk through the house with maybe a cardboard box, gather everything having to do with your business in one box, and then sort it in the office. It is so much more easy to focus as you're sorting once you have grouped like with like and you're looking at these, cohesive little packages or piles on the floor, and then you can break down your project one at a time. So please group like with like. Make this step easy on yourself too. It's not supposed to be the end-all be-all. You're not supposed to pick something up and decide where it's going to live and what to call it. Just tiny little piles, and then go from there. And then step 5 for you is a very specific tip that I know is going to help a lot of you. I would say about 90% of the offices I work in have crazy receipt problems. So maybe if you're watching, you have receipts in the bottom of your bag, your purse, on the floor, in a box, in a file folder or two, or just, crumpled up behind your laptop. So step 5 is to designate one and only one place for 2012 receipts. So many of you, like I've said, create so many places for your receipts, and then of course they land in so many places. So I recommend you just create a box, maybe a wicker box, a metal box, wooden box on your desk where you throw your receipts. Because so many of you have conditioned yourself to throw your receipts instead of actually, unfolding them and putting them in a little folder. So don't make it complicated on yourself. Please just create one box that lives on your desk, and that is the only place where your receipts belong in 2012. So to run down those again very quickly, top 5 ways to organize your office in the new year to ensure that you will never make this resolution again are: number 1, make a list of 10 things you will do once you're organized. Number 2, do the mega purge. Number 3, mirror 2011's folders so that they all say 2012 right now. Number 4, group like with like. And number 5, create one and only one place for 2012's receipts. I hope that helps. Please take the time to schedule these steps out. If in January, let's say, you could get through 2 of these, that is a wonderful, wonderful start. So Happy New Year. Have a very organized New Year. And I hope that works. Please let me know if this was helpful. Thank you. Bye.